And we are good to go.
Tubby Jello.
We were actually probably so fucking annoying to be around.
I would not be my friend back then.
Because we would just sit in front of the door. Because there would be no room to sit, and then somehow you and I would just end up sitting in front of the door.
And every time someone had to leave or come in, it was a huge disaster. At least we weren't theater majors.
Hello, Greaseballs, and welcome to The Grease.
I want to know, what is the grease? That sounds better, huh? What's the grease, girl?
Where we overanalyze this week's episode of Canada's Drag Race Season 4. I'm your host, Princess Capella, and I am joined today by Joshita.
Hi! Welcome to the finale! Coming into the finale we had last week, we lost Mother Melinda, Mother Verga.
Now the show's dead to me.
And now we have to watch this episode. So the queens come back. They're kind of reveling in being in the top 4. They're kind of tallying up who has what wins, measuring tits, if you would. Denim made a really interesting comment to me. She was like, do wins really count at this point? Because I feel like kind of at this point in Drag Race, once you make it to the finale, the top 4, top whatever, however many, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It really comes down to how you perform in the finale, right?
It does kind of seem like, okay, you're in the top. Anybody gets a pass. Anybody could win. Whenever I do rewatches, I don't find myself watching the finale very often. And when I had to do my second watch through of the finale, I was just cringing.
I'm right there with you. When this week, when I watched it, the first time I watched it, I did my usual second rewatch where I just skip through all the fat and I just get to what happens. And then my rewatch, I had to watch everything. So I was just no, I don't want to. Because I just feel like at this point, they're pulling from the US season. They're trying to make everything super meaningful and emotional. Everything feels so staged, canned. Oh, let's get them all to cry and make it seem like this is the only thing they care about.
So we have, obviously, Aurora, Denim, Nira, and Venus going into the finale. And Nira reminds the girls that it is a lip sync for the crown at the end of the day. And she has shown time and again this season that she is the lip sync queen.
It's coming down to the wire. Everybody knows that once you get to the end, it's a final lip sync. So if she's in that top 2 or whatever the situation is, it would be hard to not crown her.
I think the only obvious person that's not going to make it all the way is Denim, because it's a lip sync. So I think it would kind of take some sort of miracle for Denim to make it all the way to the end. And Rue also creepily says everybody's name in the room mail like a weird robot.
That's always weird because I'm always picturing it Rue is just getting this fucking list of names and saying everybody, and it's just chopped in. I can't even remember who came in. I think it was Brad.
It was Tracy, because she came into the room wearing a hideous muumuu.
Yes, it was a muumuu. I have that written down. She was trying to make it a moment. It was just not good enough.
I feel like I shit on Tracy a lot, and because I don't like her. She just has this so weirdly canned voice, and in this moment specifically, it's really jarring and horrible to listen to.
I don't dislike her at all. I just really miss Stacey McKenzie. The Maxi Challenge is actually a little bit different this season. The girls are doing an entire single. They're not just doing a verse in a track where they're all doing it together. It's a whole song for each queen.
It's a whole production.
I was secretly oh my god, please don't make it all the same song like Dragula used to do for...
Yeah. Well, and they do that a lot with the girl group challenges too, where it's the same exact song. And even that, even just hearing the same exact song twice is just...
Bing, bang, bong. Guest judge Nelly Furtado is going to be helping them record their verses.
Then the queens get to have a little sit down with Giselle Lullaby. I thought it was weird Venus came across really strange in the interview. Did you get this vibe at all?
Yeah, I did. It was just very, I don't even really know how to explain it. It was just very grandiose, kind of.
Yeah, she was just like, I can do everything. I really like can do it. I'm the best. Like, it was just
Which
released.
makes me wonder if they were kind of fed things to say during this portion, because it also seemed like, and I kind of feel like this all the time, I just feel like Giselle does not speak English very well, so she doesn't
They're
always
just
know
trying
what's
to hide
happening.
it.
Yes. So they were
Oh
just
my
kind of like
God.
feeding them stuff.
I fucking live for that. But Aurora in her red dress.
Mama. Aurora, she stuns every time. Aurora says that lip syncing for her life really set her straight. She's got a new fire under her ass. Was not the greatest photo shoot, though.
I lived for that boat.
Who was it that wasn't looking at all in the
Nira.
boat?
It was Nira.
I was like, damn, Nira, you could have got fucking shot.
Someone's just standing back there with a gun. She's just
Yeah.
not even looking. Also, what the fuck was Nira wearing?
I don't know. It was like a fucking Electra Fence inspired like hood.
She has her references.
She looked very motherly. I probably could have put two and two together beforehand, but Denim and Giselle know each other, and they come from the same like circles.
I loved that Denim's feet did not touch the ground in the chair that she was sitting in. That was sending me. So the girls start writing the lyrics for their singles, and already Venus is getting the edit.
A lot of people online have said though too that the whole season was geared towards Venus. Do you agree?
I kind of see that early. I mean, she was a standout early on, especially like the first episode, and then she had that incredible look the next episode with the hooded thing, and I could kind of see that she's been getting the edit, but I mean, it was really like ham-fisted this episode.
I love that term, ham fest.
I'd love a ham in each fist. I'm hungry, bitch.
Bitch, I'm hungry.
This track is rotted.
It's so bad. Like, I was so like optimistic. I was like, it's not gonna be bad. It's not gonna be bad. And it's Kids Bop. What is this bullshit?
It was so cheesy.
It even looked like Nelly was like, oh, this is shitty.
Can you imagine being an icon like Nelly Furtado and then coming in for some royalty-free ass, like, YouTube, like, not even worthy of a YouTube background music, and having to, like, be straight-faced doing this whole thing? I didn't know she was such a great actor as well as a, like, singer and producer.
She's going for the EGOT.
And Aurora's lyrics were just like a Disney musical candy cheese fest. Like, it was nasty. I am so sorry, but that was just tragic. It's bad.
I 100% agree with you. It sounds like a kid wrote it. It sounds like a kid sings it, even when she sings it. And then, like, she looked so good, but, like, no. And Nira wrote a whole damn rap operetta situation.
Girl, yes. She was like, I'm fucking writing the Odyssey, bitch. This is like Homer fucking what? She said dictionary, bitch. Like, for real. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Sorry. I feel like that's what she had to do to be able to get all the words out and like be able to be on beat. She really was barking like a dog.
Never perform it live. You could never perform that live.
She's swinging for the fences here, and I appreciate that. You know, she is clearly not a singer. Otherwise, she would have put that in there. So, you know what? She filled the whole fucking thing with rap. It's a lot of words. She knew every fucking word, and she did a great job during the recording.
Yeah, barakatap. I love barakatap.
Barakatap.
It sounds like some shit we would have made up. Barakatap.
Barakatap, barakatap, barakatap.
Venus. She was the only one with actually good rhythm and lyrics. And even though there was the fucking inner child thing. I can't. Like, it started off so good. Like, that the beginning, like the I'm Métis and I'm mighty, or like whatever. Like, the actual flow was
Yeah.
so good, and then the rest of it was just trash.
The second half was really bad, but like I think you're right. She was like the one that could just like do it pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
So like her recording was like no bumps, but also not really a whole lot going on. But yeah, when did she heal her inner child? I must have missed that part. We move on to choreography with Hollywood Jade, and I liked the little like you could feel like he was like waiting to see who was coming around the corner because he already worked with the girls.
Yeah. And he's giving us some grunge in the Doc Martens and the little kilt.
Giving like urban dance coronation.
I do wonder if we made a supercut of Denim saying, I'm not really something, or like, doing this is not the tea of this season, how long it would be. Because it seems like every single episode, she's just like, I'm not really a singer, or like, I'm not really an actor. It's like, okay, then why are you on this competition?
It gets a little bit grating, but like, and at the same time too, by what Denim said earlier, it's like, okay, wins kind of don't count anymore. You made it to the finale. Like, go balls deep. Like, just do it. Like, it doesn't matter if you're not always a singer, rapper, whatever. Do it.
But she's saying that like she doesn't do choreography, but somehow there's also been the storyline that Denim has had dance training this entire season. Like, make up your mind.
So we move on to Coronation Day, right?
Yes, but not before they have a weird like compliment suck off fest in the mirror when they're getting ready. Like, they're all just talking about how much they love each other.
I feel like they're told to do these things, which is why it bothers me.
I was kind of disappointed that Hollywood Jade wasn't a judge for the finale. Because, like, a lot of times they'll do, like, oh, it's just family, and they'll only have people that have been there the whole time. Mm-hmm. So, like, while I live for having Nelly Furtado as a judge, it kind of would have been nice for Hollywood to have been there, since he's been there for a couple episodes. And he has been on the judging panel before, and I think he does a good job.
I agree. Yeah, I think Hollywood should have been there. There's room for another person on the other side.
First onto the stage for their performance is Aurora. And what did we think?
Her song was Asian Sensation, which I like the idea of. It was giving me like Kimchi's Fat Femination. But the whole thing, just like we could see the writing on the wall with the lyrics, like it felt super fabricated. Like the dancing was good, yeah, because it's Aurora, but like it was just so weird. It was kids bop. It was just bad.
I do think in the final production of her song that Aurora did have a nice hook. I think that her song has been the one that has been stuck in my head, unfortunately, the most. She didn't even come up with that idea. That was Nelly's idea, to do the top, like, at the end, and, you know, whatever. So, yeah, her performance was great. It's just the music was just rotted. But what are you going to do at this point?
Then we have next with Denim with the Trantasy. Where are we at on that one?
I really liked Denim's look. I love pink and yellow together. Everything else, yeah. It's the same complaint that I've said about Denim's dancing this whole season. It just really, I don't connect with it. I don't think that she is fully, like, hitting the beats. I will say that, like, Denim does give the face. And, you know, props to her for that. Because it's not easy. She lip syncs well in the mouth and the face. Everything else, not so much. And I think they had some good lyrics too, but just in general.
Yeah, it was, and yeah, I like the wig. Like, looked pretty good. I don't think we see anything like that from Denim quite so far. But, like, I couldn't stand the choreo. It was just, like, for some reason, I feel like Denim's just not comfortable dancing. And maybe because every time we've seen Denim dance, it looks like almost like she's doing choreo. Like, she's trying to remember it. She's trying to do it. She's trying to, like, get there and like move to the spot. But it's just, I don't know. It was not good. And there was like a weird misplaced cartwheel on top of the talk singing. I was like, ma'am.
Then Nira comes out for her performance of, is it Calgary Queen?
I think it's Stampede Drag Queen.
Yeah, that's horrific. Her dancing, though, oh my god. And that outfit she was in with the beaded fringe. I love beaded fringe for a dance costume. And I mean, she gave that crazy lip sync to all of those words.
She ate every word. She knew them all. She was killing the choreo. Like, she was completely on fire. She ate the girls up, like, to the max. Then we have Venus performing with, I think it's called Cunt Manifesto.
Oh, I love.
Yeah, Kunt Manifesto. I thought that the look was similar to another look that she did.
The Love Bugs.
Which I guess isn't a bad thing, but like, do something different. Come on, it's the finale. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad by any means, but I was kind of bored. It was very nooch.
I did like that look, but I also am like biased because I just love for a pink, like velour-y velvet. Her chorus was also really similar to her verse in the Love Bugs challenge. Because she's talking about like untucked candy surprise. And she's saying like, put it on me. And she also said that a lot in her verse in the Love Bugs challenge. So she's like repeating stuff even. But I do think the beginning of Venus's verse was really good. The rest of it, garbage.
Ooh, I'm crowning.
For the coronation looks, we're starting off with Miss Nelly Furtado, who is giving us this shimmering lilac fantasy.
I really like it. It looks like taffy when you're pulling it and it's still kind of shiny. I'm greasing this.
Agree. Grease here. She looks amazing. Her skin, her hair, her makeup's done beautifully. I do really get like candy vibe from the dress. That sheen to it is gorgeous. And she's like got the slit with the leg out as well. Greased.
Then we have Tracy, who decided she was going to dress up as Brad this week and go with glam kind of like zebra. Is that zebra or tiger? Shoes are cute. Hair looks great. I'm greasing this.
Yeah, she went over to Brad's like for brunch and said, "Let me raid your closet," and pulled this out. Yeah, it's fine. This is Grease. I think she looks great. Her hair is always slayed. Next up, we have Miss Bradley Ann Goreski in this kind of like duochrome purple to like green with a purple undershirt suit. I like this. This is Grease. I'm a little questionable on the shoes, but also like who's really even going to be seeing those? So who cares? This is Grease though. I like this. I like the shimmery. Everybody was so shimmery and sparkly this episode.
I like this. It's pretty cute. And yeah, I agree with the shoes because I can't really tell in the lighting what color they are. If they're gold, I hate it. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna grease this one for sure. Then finally we have Miss Brooklyn Heights and her finale Golden Eleganza. What do you think?
I love this. I love the kind of 1920s style beaded fringe. Again, I'm a slut for beaded fringe. I love the like Cynthia doll, not to be confused with the drag queen. Like Cynthia from Rugrats, the Barbie doll hair, but like make it elegant. And the mug is so good. Mega Grease.
Yeah, I really like it. I think that the hair is like done so well that it like, even though it's this kind of like crazy like bird looking thing, it's like got a perfect silhouette on it. It's like framed beautifully. And like you said, yeah, the beads on it look great, especially like against her hips and everything. Like it's all there. Greasy, greasy, grease, mama.
And we start off with Aurora Matrix bringing us some culture.
Culture, mama. I really like this. I do think it's pretty similar to the very first episode when she was duck walking at one point. But obviously not this like fleshed out. I love it though. I think it's great. I love the little fringe on the edge of, like the gold fringe on the edge of the really long sleeve parts. Those look really cool. I love how it's brought in, really nipped in. It all looks really good. I love that she's bringing in her culture again. I definitely grease this.
Yeah, absolute grease. I love that this is a two-piece. I've never seen this silhouette before as a two-piece, which I think is cool because, like, you know, you do see some of the, like, Asian queens bring this particular reference, but it's done in a way that I haven't really seen before. And also, I would never get tired of seeing this. This is something that's, like, just so beautiful. So, yeah, definite grease.
And next for the runway, we have Denim coming out with abs.
I really like this outfit. I don't like the hair is like just a little bit too much of the like spikies on the ends. But I love that, you know, the tits come off and then she has her surgery scars. I love that it's kind of playing with the masculine and feminine ideas. I love the little kind of tattoos that are on it. It has like just a lot of notes to it that work really well. Mm-hmm. So grease.
Yeah, I really, really like this for Denim specifically. Like, I like that the bimbo titties turn into a little hand purse thing, handbag. I honestly don't mind the hair. I get what you're saying, but I do think it still looks pretty good. Like the rhinestones on the scars and bringing in that still like kind of 2000s vibe with those stupid tattoo stars that everybody used to get. Mug looks great. Yeah, no, I think this is like Denim in Denim's purest form. I really, really love this. I give this a really good grease.
Next to the stage is Near Enough in some royal blue bustled fantasy. This is grease for me. I think this color looks amazing on her. The lace applique down the sleeve is a gorgeous detail. That little train coming off the back, again, is a great detail. The bustle, I'm kind of like not entirely sold on. With a bustle, I don't always like them when they're asymmetrical. And this one, to me, I could take it or leave it. I would almost prefer it to be on the back or to have it on both sides. But still grease.
Yeah, I think that the color is beautiful, like you said. It's just so vibrant. I'm like, where the hell did she get that shit? But yeah, it looked really good against her really light skin. Kind of like Snow White vibes. We didn't see a lot of Nira with like dark. I don't know if this is dark brown or black. I can't super tell. We haven't seen a lot of that, and I loved that she brought that out. I also like the lace applique. Shoes look great. Face looks great. Definite grease. And lastly, we have Venus with a penis coming out in some really Hollywood glamour. I can't lie. I was holding out hope, like a little bit of hope that she was going to do something like incredibly draggy for like the finale and just be like, okay, I can fucking do it too. And she didn't, but that doesn't take anything away from this. I think she looks great. I love the short black hair. That dress is amazing. And she looked like she was just kind of glowing, you know. I give it a grease for sure.
Yeah, it was nice because we hadn't seen her yet in just like a beautiful gown. The colors are a little bit, you know, I didn't necessarily live for those two colors together, but you know, the like necklace being made of a really similar lace material and the like black on black with the hair really worked well with her skin tone. Again, I agree that I do wish she kind of would have done something more over the top draggy. At the end of the day, that's just not apparently who Venus is, and we're never going to see that from her. And yet she's still in the top 4, and you can make your own decisions and thoughts and feelings about that.
She's saving it for All Winners 3.
This is agrees.
My next note says, stupid, talk to yourself in a picture shit.
sob story time, but this is better than the childhood photo. It's still like a little, it's just like forced and overproduced, and I don't think anyone likes this.
They did Denim dirty, though. Her photo was really bad.
Basically, Brooke says to Denim and Nira that y'all were great, but it's not your time. So step to the back of the stage with the rest of your sisters, and we're gonna get a show.
How do we feel about the top two?
You know, this is kind of the top two that we've been sort of saying the whole time that we were kind of seeing, especially the past few episodes. I mean, it was obvious that it was going to be Aurora and Venus. You know, it's fine. I think the first half of the season was so good, and then like the last half, I was just like had Melinda in a death grip because she was giving me everything that I needed. And now that she's not here, I'm just like, I don't care.
Well, also, I don't know. I feel like the last 4 episodes or so, like, Nira really was like, I feel like the episode after her win, she should have won. This, if it was a challenge win, who the fuck do you think would win this challenge? I really think it would be Nira. I feel like maybe she got robbed of one of the spots to try to fucking fight for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, she really pulled it out at the end of the season when generally all of the tougher challenges are.
If they had put her in the top 2, nobody could beat her. Aurora, maybe, but honestly, probably not.
The only thing that I could say is that it was a slow song, so maybe she wouldn't have had so much of an upper hand, but still, I probably would have been her.
I'm fully on the Nira was robbed train, if that's where we want to be.
I might have a ticket to that train because she at least deserved a shot. The entire season, it's been like Venus and Aurora, me more so Aurora, but like...
It's just sad.
Yeah, sad. Anyways, everybody has to go home. There's only one winner, whatever.
What was the lip sync song? I don't even remember.
It was called Try by Nelly Furtado. It was like a slower one.
Oh, yeah.
It was actually pretty good, but the lip sync, I mean, whenever they do slow lip syncs for the finales, it's generally everybody's in a gown, it's pretty slow, and everyone tries to make it emotional, and it's kind of, again, canned like everything else has been, but it wasn't bad.
I could have seen either of them taking it, really. I do agree that Venus won the lip sync. I think Aurora was a little bit, like, too cheesy at moments for such a, like, more serious song.
Yeah, I get that. And I think that's why she didn't win the slap off. Lip sync ends and we have a brand new Canada has a brand new Drag Race superstar, Venus.
It's Venus. Yeah, she's the first Indigenous winner, which is great. I think she's going to have a great reign. And I'm excited to see Melinda Verga on a season of All Stars.
Yes. Maybe she'll be on like Canada versus the World 2. Maybe she'll just be on like Global All Stars. Who knows?
We have to do. So we need to award the final Best Hair, Best Mug, and Best Dress of Canada's Drag Race Season 4.
Best Hair. Who do you have?
For Best Hair, I am giving this to Aurora Matrix for her little headpiece. Fascinator. Love it.
For hair, I actually had Denim. I know you'll hate that, but I really liked Denim's hair.
And for Best Mug, who's on your menu?
So I was going between my obvious pick and Nira. And I think I'm going to give it to Nira this week.
They're actually all really good this week. I will go ahead and give my best mug to Aurora. You can't clock her. Her mug is just so sickening.
And so finally, we have Best Dressed.
For Best Dressed, I went with Aurora. I love the cultural reference. I love the colors, the beads, accessories. Amazing.
I also went with Aurora this week. I loved it. Out of everybody, I think hers was most like, this is for the finale. Something that we would more so expect that level of. So yeah, that's why I picked Aurora.
Man, I don't even know like how to end. It's over. Like,
It's over. I want to put on the hat that I was telling you about.
oh my gosh. Why do you have that? You don't even like frogs.
My mother got it for me for Christmas because she knows that I hate frogs.
I love it. Oh my gosh. I'm putting that in the thumbnail. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you have. That's so mean. What the fuck? We've been greased.
We done fried up into grease, and there's just little bits of stuff getting burnt up in the grease now.
It's all leftovers, all crumbs getting all burnt and shit.